To understand Ketu in Moola, you need first of all to understand Kaali. And Kaali is not an energy, which is about delaying the problem. Now, Kali, the dark form of Shakti, the form where she consumes, not creates, is the last resort to bring about balance. That is what Kali is. Often misunderstood because, it's the appearance which signifies every horrible thing that you can imagine. Tongue hanging out, fierceness, standing on her own, husband, towering over death, a mund in her hand, a scimitar, right? It's a horrible description. But what people don't understand is that this is symbolism to a huge extent about Kali representing the energy of everything restoring balance by moving to its shadow, dark energy. It's very interesting because 90% I think of the universe is dark energy, and I think about 8% more is dark matter, something of that sort. So the universe that we can see and interact with forms only 3% of the total matter, and energy which exists in the universe. So majority of what exists is beyond what our understanding is. We become so complacent and we think, wow, we're amazing just with this minuscule knowledge that we have of what exists, and we've built our life around it. Kali represents the vastness beyond, which you think is wisdom. Kali mocks at you. What? What? God of death? That's okay. She's towering above that, as she's shown standing on Shiva. So when you have Ketu in Moola, which is the abode of Kali, that's what Moola Nakshatra more or less corresponds with. Okay? When you have that energy at play, one thing that you need to understand is that your soul signed up for pretty intense transformation. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a chaotic transformation. Your soul probably has dealt with a lot of chaos since previous lifetimes, because Ketu represents pattern being carried over from previous lifetimes. Ketu in Moola represents a deep understanding of what chaos, what loss is. But it is the energy of seeking the foundation of why you have to be like that, why things have to be so. That is the loop that Ketu in Moola is trying to, close his entire life. What you need to understand here is that true knowledge goes beyond trying to close a loop. True knowledge of yourself, of your trauma, of your life, of your purpose, or what you're meant to do, how you're meant to heal your family line, how you're meant to heal yourself, maybe, how you're meant to heal. But often with Ketu and Moola, great ignorance in a particular area, because Moola is the root. These people can be great researchers, These people can be great psychologists even. Why? Because Ketu Moola, in deep understanding of everything that goes beyond this, what you see, a natural capacity to spot BS, a natural capacity to dismiss what the world would probably die for in order to search a deeper meaning. So these individuals, quite often what happens is, with this particular energy, what you're meant to do is they have a tough time trying to close the loop of understanding in their life, because there's definitely chaos happening when you have Ketu and Moola. There's no way that you can be, would you say, born enlightened. No. If enlightenment is a very important aspect, okay, the stages of enlightenment. If enlightenment is a very important aspect of your purpose here in this lifetime, then you can bet it's not going to come through easy things. It's going to come through tough things, difficult things, hard things, sometimes cataclysmic things. What you have to learn to grow beyond here is that it is not about what loop you are trying to close in your life. It's about growing beyond cause and effect. Ketu in Moola is that energy which is about surrendering to the vibration of the universe, surrendering to vastness. Ketu is that never-ending energy, right? Moola is the energy which will keep you finding the root cause, the root thing, the root emotion. Your own roots may be in life. The trick is not to engage in going down that rabbit hole. The trick is in understanding it's endless. It's endless. So then how should I act if all of this is endless? Well, I'll just act as deeply as possible, as passionately as possible with what I do have. So when you have Ketu in Moola, quite often your life can be caught in this never-ending search that seems to wind back and back into itself. This lifetime is about breaking through that, breaking through karmic connections. Through facing them, you have to overcome everything that is inauspicious. You have to build up power to be able to challenge, understand, get to the bottom of everything that looks inauspicious by embracing quite a lot of that chaos in your life. But Ketu in Moola, my God, this is pure energy. Energy. This is like wolf energy. And you say why that is? It is said in the Devi Mahatamya that when goddess Kaali emerged, there were hundreds of wolves, howling around her. That's what her energy is like. Why? Because she's the counterpart of Ardhan, who is Shiva howling himself. Okay? Ketu is also connected with that wolf-like energy. Ketu is putting back before self, but at the same time, I'm okay being, myself. I can be the lone wolf, but it's about putting the pack before me. That's what the energy that Ketu represents. When you have Ketu in Moola, you have a deep sentinel kind of energy, very alert senses, very primal. Like primal urges are quite often, if you have Ketu in Moola, you can be quite often confused. Like, wow, on the one hand, I lose myself in the metaphysics of life, the higher reasoning, the higher purpose, higher calling. On the other hand, I have these primal urges that I don't know what to do about. That is connected. Both these forces lie intertwined as polarities at the base of your spine. This is what forms your Kundalini energy. So when you have Ketu in Moola root, Ketu is connected with the root, crown chakra because it connects you with the other realms. You bring this energy together. This is a powerful alignment in a chart where you can get bursts of downloads. Your life can be shaken up by 2-3 key moments, and you can orchestrate it. Ketu and Moola, if you just learn how to be devoted, learn how to keep yourself clear, learn how to let go of control, learn how to function within chaos, function within not having the complete information, the complete knowledge, the complete understanding of things, learn how to move passionately and powerfully with each step, then what Ketu and Moola does is it makes you a powerful force to reckon with. My God. There is no other placement, trust me, in Vedic astrology that can give as big a jolt and change and transformation as Ketu and Moola. You know the COVID pandemic that happened when Ketu was transiting Moola. You know the Hiroshima Nagasaki bombings that also happened with when Ketu was would you say transiting through Moola. You look at charts of people with Ketu and Moola, either they're just amazing, like it's just like they've achieved great things in their life, but great intense achievements. You will see psychologists with displacement. You will see people who've overcome great challenge, in their lives, poverty, difficulties, and all of that. Or you will see it, quite often, psychos. You will see it quite often with individuals, who can be quite dangerous. There's two sides to this powerful energy. Because Ketu in Moola is the single factor. Ketu always the underplayed one, always the unassuming. That's what Ketu is, hiding in plain sight. Moola is at the depth of it. Moola is an abyss, which is the wormhole to the beyond. That's what Moola is. Okay? So when you have a placement like that, first of all, if life's not going easy, you need to start meditating on your root chakra for like 5 minutes every day. Okay? Create a space in your home near the window. Keep some plants, keep some grounding crystals like black tourmaline, over there. Put some, heavy stabilizing items over there that you just keep over there. Like it could be like a pot with a potted plant or something of that sort. Put an asana over there, a red or maroon colored one. And every morning, just sit there for 5 minutes. Breathe. Focus at the base of your spine. That's where your root chakra is. And just breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you can just do this much every day, I can assure you your life will get so much better within 4 weeks. Because your biggest challenge in this lifetime is learning how to stabilize yourself and also overcoming quite a few destabilizing events in your life, quite a few things that destabilized you and have been destabilizing you, patterns from many lifetimes. So first of all, and most importantly in this particular placement is stabilization of your root chakra, routines. You lose out, that's okay, coming back, routines. Gotta move forward, gotta move forward, gotta move forward, become unshakable. That's what it is. Okay? Fall down 7 times, get up 8. And Yoni Mudra can also be very beneficial. Just look it up, online. That can also be very beneficial. So these things are very important if you have Ketu in Moola. I'm going to keep adding more videos of planets through nakshatras. That is what you guys had pulled for the most, which was diving deeper into Rahu Ketu and talking about planets through nakshatras. So I combine them. So I'm going to do a lot more of these notes through nakshatras videos. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel so that you can stay abreast of all the wonderful content that I post here. I post a lot of content here. Check that out. Also check out the links to the articles on my website, which I include in my videos below. And if you want to learn the art and science of Vedic astrology from me, how I practice it, if you want to learn how to use the power of Vedic astrology, combine it with NLP, combine it with CBT, combine it with other important life coaching techniques to guide, to enlighten, rather than just making predictions. If you are into that, if you're like a coach or a psychologist who wants to use this to give yourself a powerful, holistic edge, we're really onto something. This is going to be our 3rd batch. Every batch is international. And we have 40-50 hours of course time with live interactions, lectures, doubt classes. So if you are interested, you can check out the link to that in the description box. Okay? See you next time. Adios.